Come on in. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick tour of this camper van that we've just built. The customer is here at the moment. They've had a good look around it and they're blown away by it, but I wanted to give you a quick look around before they leave. So this is a Peugeot Boxer. I'll show the external as soon as, because the external is bloody good as well, but quick show around. Right, okay, so first thing we've got is this massive L-shaped seating area, lounge area, this beautiful orange upholstery with all these, I don't even know what these are called. Roll things. Roll things. Nice cushions, matching blinds, everything's all ties in together. Glass opening windows, the blinds fall down to block those off. Like I say, it's a huge L shape with tons of storage inside each one of these compartments under here, but also there's a toilet under this compartment here. You don't need to see that, it's a toilet. Well, go on, have a look. Look at that. That's a good place to have a wee. Moving on, we've got a ton of overhead storage, these 3 cupboards here. I'll show you one of these. Nice little touch, and they lock and look pretty lovely. Down here we've got the diesel heater monitor and the switch for the power inverter to turn that on, which activates all the sockets. And here we have some of those sockets, USB ports and 3 plugs that are hidden away nicely. Cool little drawer here, and then underneath we've got the fridge, which is a 12-volt compressor fridge. Moving on, the customer didn't want a shower but wanted a drying room, so we created this pretty cool drying room which also has heating as well, so you can keep it warm if you're drying your clothes, wetsuits, all that kind of thing. Then onto the kitchen. Again, a huge bit of overhead storage there for your bits and bobs for kitchening. Lovely little gunmetal grey black sink, hot and cold running water. We've got a little soap dispenser there as well. Basket for stuff, washing your fruit or whatever you want to do in there. Ton of storage underneath. A cool little feature of this van is these little shelves here. You could just pop whatever you want in there, but they also lit up as well as an extra little touch. Air fryer underneath there, and also there is an induction hob that slides into there. The reason why we haven't fitted the induction hob into the worktop is because it gives you more of a cleaner surface should you want to be doing anything else on here other than cooking. And anytime you want to get the induction hob out, you can pop it on there and plug it in and it all works. So we've got 2 240 sockets, we've got USB and USB-C. Then we've got a switch here which activates the water heater. As you can see, a water tank level gauge, and then lots of switches here for lights, various different lights. I'll show you the different lights actually. So we've got this, first of all we've got ceiling lights which run full length of the van all the way to the back, and then we have under counter lights such as for under there, and then under the kitchen. And then in this van we could turn on the plinth lights separately, and that also is the lights that are hidden inside the kitchen and also moving onto the bed. So following the little arch theme, we've got 2 shelves here in front of the bed, but they also act as steps to get into the bed. Underneath there we have the diesel heater outlet, which is the living space heating. That's quite a unique one in that it's not the traditional sort of round plastic that you would normally get in a camper van. Dividing the bed, we have this, what would you call this? It's sort of divider that matches the sort of lats on the ceiling, that kind of vibe, and that just breaks that between the living space and the bed. We'll go around the back and show you the bed.
This is being done exactly the same measurements as this. I don't know if you know that, Liam.
Exact same measurements as the ceiling lats. All matches. Nice little touch. Oh, let me tell you about the colour actually. I'll tell you about the colour. This is called black olive. So I'm not sure how it comes across on camera, but it is actually green. But a very unique green in that the ceiling kind of looks darker than the cupboard, even though they're the same colour, but at different angles they look different, which is really nice. A really classy looking colour. Also, another cool feature of this van is, do you want to get any closer? Cool feature of this van is that the MaxFan surround isn't white, it's black. Nobody does that except us. I've never seen that done before.
It's you.
It's what we do, innit?
That's on you.
So, in the back, you can see this huge double bed. Works out around 6'4", 6'6" long, which is actually a huge bed. And then I think it's 4.5 foot wide, which is just bigger than a standard double. As you can see, we've got the glass windows here, which the sliders on, and also the fly nets, and they're on both sides. You've got a window on this side also, and then a huge amount of storage again over here. And the ceiling lats continue all the way to the end, as do the lights, and I'll put those back on. But the customer requested reading lights in the bed as well, so these are also there for an extra bit of lighting should you turn all the other lights off. Underneath the bed is where the electrics are. Now that is another cool feature of this van. Let's go have a look. The electrics in this van have been done by our sister company, Powerhouse Off Grid. As you can see, it's all Victron blue, and we've also got 2 Fogstar batteries in here, which is just perfect for this build. 300 amp hours of battery in each side, which is a bloody good amount of power. It's had this really nice surround built with the blue light that turns on and off there, just to add to the sort of max power theme of this electrical build. It's got a huge Victron Multiplus, which is the inverter and charger, so it charges from the electric hookup. When you plug the electric hookup in or out, it doesn't cut power to any of the sockets. The sockets will continue. So if you put a spag bol in the microwave and unplugged it from the hookup, that microwave would continue and carry on cooking your food flawlessly. Inside here we've got this 150 charge controller for the solar, because we've got 450 watts of solar on the roof, and also in this corner we have the Orion XS 50 amp, which charges while the engine is running to keep the batteries topped up. Everything is labelled up, as you can see. Fuses, everything is done just swimmingly and really neat. And it's not often that something as mundane, let's say, as electrics becomes a feature, but in this van it has. Over on this side, this is where the water system is, and inside this door you will see the Bubble Van's hot water heater. So that heats from 240 through the inverter. We've got the accumulator tank here, water pump, and then just down here we've got a huge 70 litre water tank for fresh water. We keep the water tanks inside to avoid freezing or being contaminated or anything. But if I get my ass out of this boot area, you'll see how big the space is in there. So there's still a huge amount of storage. And then the rear doors are finished off with this, I'm not sure what this material's called, this pattern, but they're also spongy as well, so when you're in bed you can actually lean against this, and it'll feel really nice and comfortable in the bed space. Now, I told you that we'd show you the outside. I'm going to show you the outside now, because this van is a very special paint job. Let's just show you. So first of all, the reg plate says VANLIFE, and that's a real reg plate. That's not just put on there for show. As you can see, the Coalition Vans logo is embossed into the paintwork. That's not a sticker, that's embossed into the paintwork. And then we've got this topology pattern on the rear doors, and the Vanguard alarms on every door, as well as the deadlocks. Continuing down the side, we've got the electric hookup here. That's for charging the batteries and keeping everything topped up while you're on a campsite. The beauty of this van is it's fully off-grid also, so you don't even need to use that. The amount of solar up there and charging while the engine's running will keep those batteries topped up for a long, long time. Very unique set of wheels. Steel wheels instead of alloys, but these are for the more robust overlander look with the general grabbers. As you can see, the window, we've got the slider. This is the window above the seating area, and the pattern goes down the side of the van. Very, very unique paint job. Around the front, we've got the aux beams, spotlights here. All of this van has been wrapped painted, the grille, the badge, everything, all the front. And then we've got a massive aux beam strip light across the front. Okay, so now you've had a look around this van. We've actually got 2 vans to film today, so there's another van coming, a van tour. But if you want something like this built, get in touch with Coalition Vans. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all of those things. We film the full build process on videos. If you go to YouTube and find Liam the Terrible, he will show you all of this being built in various stages. We do this to every customer's van also, which is a very unique experience. Get in touch with us if you want something built. Our books are open for later on this year, next year. And get in touch. It'll be nice to see you, and I'll see you soon.